Hi everyone, and welcome back. So in this video, what we're going to do is go over actually publishing the data from the PLC to AWS IoT Core. So let me get out of your way here, and let's go back into Wind Ladder. Okay. Now let's take a quick look back at our MQTT configuration, just so we're familiar with it again. Okay, it's an Ethernet port 1 all the way at the bottom. Click on the configure button. So again, what we're using for our connection control device is internal relay M0. Again, when that turns on, that's when the PLC will try to connect to the broker. The connection status is going to be shown in D0 and D1. D0 actually shows the status code. D1 will show if there's any error, what that error is. Okay. And again, we are publishing on the rising edge of M200. We're publishing the data on topic FC6A/data, and we're publishing the temperature data from D102 and D103 as a float. Okay. Our published status will be stored in 4 registers, starting from D200 and running through D203. Okay. Now let me open up the tag editor here. I've went ahead and added some comments I want to show you, but I don't want to make you guys sit here and wait on me to type this all in. So let me show you what we've done, the comments that we've put in. So for D0, that's our connection status. I've just typed in this comment. D1 is the connection status error code. Okay. D200 here was the published status for the topic FC6A/data. 201 was the publish error code. Okay, so if there's an error in publishing, that code will be shown there. The number of bytes that are actually published will be shown in D202, and depending upon the error code that we may get in D201, we could see a value in D203. It just indicates some additional information, some additional troubleshooting for us. All right, so again, I went ahead and added these comments in. I didn't want you to have to wait and watch me type them. So just when we go create a custom monitor box here in a minute, you'll know where they came from. Okay. So let me go ahead and download the PLC again. Just download the program, make sure those tags are down there. Download everything that I want. And then I will go into monitor mode, and I will create a custom monitor box that will let us manually control our connection bit and do a couple of other things. Okay. All right. So let me go in here and add M0 as a bit. And again, that is our connection control bit. When I turn that on, it will try to connect to the broker. D0 is our connection status. D1 is our connection status error code. Let me make this a little bigger. M200, remember, we'll turn that on when we want to publish a value, or publish a message rather. And D200 through D203 are our publish status registers. Okay. And let's go ahead and zero these out just to make sure there's nothing in them before we try to connect. Okay. So again, this is just a custom monitor dialog box. I can force on M0 here to try to connect to the broker. And if we're successful, what we should see is a connection status here of 4. So let me physically change this to a 1, our connection control bit. And it goes to a 2. And finally goes to a 4. All right. So this being a 4, we are connected to the broker. Okay. Now, if I turn on M200 here, okay, that's going to try to publish a message, and then that bit will automatically get turned back off by the broker. Okay. And you saw that just happen. Again, our published status here is 4. That's a good thing. That means The message was sent to the broker. We don't have any error code. And it sent 20 bytes of data. Okay. So now let me try to do this. Let me slide this over just a little. And let me see if I can bring up a browser. And what we'll do is we'll make sure we're logged into our AWS account. So if you're not already logged in there, go ahead and log in. Again, in our search bar at the top, we want to search for IoT Core and click on IoT Core. In here, what we can do is we can set it up to test our connection. Okay. So on this menu on the left-hand side, if we scroll down and click on Test, what this will let us do is we can subscribe to a topic, we can publish to a topic. In our case, we want to subscribe. And what we need to do is we can put in the topic name. And what we want to subscribe to, we defined it as what? FC6A/data. And if I click subscribe, now what's going to happen is whenever I publish any data on, or excuse me, any messages on this topic, they'll be shown up here if they're received by the broker. Okay, so let's check that out. Let me go back here to WinLadder. Let me go ahead and turn on M200 again to publish. Actually, let me go ahead and clear out these registers here as well. Make sure they're 0. Just so we've got good values and fresh values once we turn our publish control bit on here. Turn that to 1. And again, it was successfully published, 20 bytes. And if we go back and look in our browser, here we'll see in AWS on topic FC6A/data, the following message was received. And it shows temperature, which is what we entered in that dialog box in WinLadder. And the current temperature when this message was published was 79.8 degrees. And this is sent in what's called JSON format. And so basically you've got a squiggly bracket to start, a squiggly bracket to end. Then the name here is shown in quotation marks with a colon, and then your data. Okay, so we were successfully able to publish the temperature data. Let's try it one more time. I won't bother with clearing out these boxes again. Let me just turn on that publish control bit. It went back to 0. These didn't change, so the message must have got published. And there again, we see the latest one at 3:46 my time on August 18th. You can see now the temperature was 79.6, where it was 79.8 just a little bit ago. So we can see that we are successfully publishing data from the FC6A to Amazon Web Services IoT Core. So that's about it for this video. In the next video, we'll go over how to subscribe to data, and we'll test that connection here in AWS. We'll publish data to a topic and receive that back into the FC6A. So thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you on the next video.